Hello fellow gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing a game from I hope I'm not butchering this, Quixotic Games. And this game has already been out for a while. I'm sure there's other videos on there, unboxings and reviews and playthroughs and stuff like that. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to explain, not just the unboxing, but I wanted to explain why I chose this specific game, which is Dungeon Alliance. Now, I was looking for a good dungeon crawl because I'm a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons. It's been that way since I was a kid. At 16, I started with Advanced Dungeons and Dragons First Edition, and then, of course, moved to Second Edition. Now, yell at me, scream at me, whatever you want. I am not a fan of Third through Fifth Edition Dungeons and Dragons. My gaming and my fun stops at Second Edition. Anyway, trying to find a good dungeon crawl on a board game situation because I am a solo gamer. Now, I do have WizKiz's Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and I know they've also made a couple other dungeon crawlers based on pretty much 4th edition D&D. And it was okay. I did, it was a nice presentation. There were some issues in the rules. They had to do some updates on the website. And it was a little light for me. Now, on the other hand, I know that there are many, many, many of you who like Gloomhaven. And as I watched the videos and everything for Gloomhaven, I decided I didn't want something that was like going back to college. I didn't want something that I was going to not finish playing before I dropped dead. It's huge, massive, and it has 99 scenarios, and that's great and all. I think that's fantastic for people who enjoy that. So I wanted something in the middle, something that wasn't quite so light as Mad Mage and WizKiz's versions of their dungeon crawls, but something not quite as heavy as Gloomhaven. And after doing my research and checking everything out, I felt that Dungeon Alliance was the game for me. Now, the other thing, the reason why I chose this is, and I bought the Mega Bundle. Now, as of the recording of this video, this Mega Bundle, as well as the Big Bundle, I believe, yeah, Big Bundle, is still available in the Quixotic website. And you can get this bundle. I live in Miami, Florida. I got this for $155 shipped. The difference between this and the regular bundle is that this includes the painted minis, which brings me to another reason why I got this game was because of that fact. I am not a painter. I am not an artist in any way, shape, or form. I do not have time to paint. I don't like to paint. I would rather be playing games and researching games than painting miniatures. Now, I realize that the miniatures in any of these games, Mad Mage or Dungeon Alliance, are not going to be Sarastro quality. Sarastro is a master. Just take a look at any of his videos. But they are going to be table ready. And they are going to bring some life to the table, which is what I want, which is exactly what I was looking for. Now, I know you can also get other people to paint miniatures for you, but then that's just more money, more time. I'm very happy that Quixotic Games did this because so many other game companies just don't even take into consideration people who don't want to paint. WizKids does, and they offer the same thing. They offer a game with unpainted minis, and they offer a game with painted minis. So it's your choice. So if you want to paint them, by all means, pick up the cheaper game. But if you don't want to paint them, people like me, they don't have the time, and they can work it into their budget, then I'm going to pay for painted minis. So very happy with these guys. Thank you very much, Quixotic. I hope I'm not butchering that name. Thank you very much for doing this because I love it. And I look forward to more expansions for this game, hopefully, with the painted miniatures. All right, that being said, so that is the whole reason why I picked this up, so I'm very excited to unbox it. So let's go ahead and open this up. And the first thing I'm going to open up at this angle right now, because the first thing I do want to check out, which I do check out sometimes, on this channel is how things are packed. Now, I can tell you right now, out of between, Game Nerds and Miniature Market, the Miniature Market is the best packer. And I can't say anything about Cool Stuff because I have a local Cool Stuff brick and mortar, so anything I order from them, I just go pick up at the store. So let's take a look here and see what kind of packing job Quixotic warehouse did. Okay, it's nice and solid, see? This is what I like. So it's nice and solid, there's no give to the box. So there's not much chance that, for them kicking it around, that it's going to be damaged. Another point I have to bring up at this time, this set was $140. I paid $15 for the shipping. I was surprised to see that this was shipped Federal Express. Not just surprised, I was relieved. Because right now, the post office and UPS are a mess. The post office more so than UPS. I ordered something from another company, and I ordered it on the 1st of September, and it went with one of those, it goes through UPS, and the final delivery is the post office. I forget what they call it, SurePost or something like that. Well, it took 17 days to get to me. I ordered this on Monday. Today is Friday, and it's in my hands. Thank you very much, Quixotic Games. Thank you very much, Federal Express. Anyway, so solid box. Let's open her up. Now we got some nice thick paper here. Very cool. We have one Dungeon Alliance box, 2 Dungeon Alliance box. We have Adventure Pack 3 and 4. And we have Adventure Pack 1 and 2. And we have Dungeon Alliance Champions. We're going to look at these closely, all of it more closer at the table. And of course, the main box. So it looks like plenty of game to me. One other thing I'd like to bring up before we go to the table, in the overview, nice $30, is the customer service. I emailed Quixotic Games and I asked about this particular set because on the website, I know you can't see my screen here, but on the website, it did say pre-order. I don't mean, pardon me from turning from the camera, but it did. It doesn't say now. It did say pre-order before, but no, it wasn't a pre-order anyway. That's why I emailed asking the company if this, because it said pre-order, but then on the page where you click on it to order it, it said available right now. So I asked, I emailed the company and asked them if this was the case, if it was available. Well, not only did I get a reply within an hour, I got a reply from Andrew Parks, the creator. Very impressive. Gotta say that. Fantastic. And I asked a couple other questions. One of the questions, 2 of the questions, I got an answer back in less than 5 minutes. You don't get that anymore. You don't get that personal service anymore. That was fantastic for me. Very pleased with that. So thank you again. And I hope I'm not butchering your name, Quixotic Games. All right, so let's get all this stuff lined up. And I'm going to switch and we'll unbox it. Okay, here we are at the table. So let's open up the main set and see what we got. 1 to 4 players, which of course I'm a solo player. I also play 2, 3, even 4-handed. When I play games like Eldritch Horror, I'll play 4 characters. So let's open this up here. See what we say right here real quick. Form your alliance, build your deck, conquer the dungeon. In the days before the void consumed much of the old world, there were stalwart humans, elves, dwarves, and gnomes who banded together to invade the deep places of the earth. These heroes forged unbreakable alliances in search of knowledge, treasure, and glory. Rival adventuring parties would often descend into the same dungeon, and these companies fought one another as fiercely as they battled the monsters that lurked beneath every dark corner. These were daring times, when nothing in the world was considered more sacred than the oath that bound those who shared the dangers of the pit together. This was the age of the Dungeon Alliance. All right, so this is, of course, a deck building. Dungeon Alliance is a deck-building, dungeon-crawling miniatures adventure game that allows players to send 1 to 4 different teams of adventurers into perilous dungeons in search of experience and treasure. There are options for competitive, cooperative, and solo play. And when I was doing my research, I found out the cooperative, solo, and competitive are all fantastic. Each has its own personality, so to speak. Ugh, I love the shrink wrap. Nothing like busting open a new game. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. I got a couple little dents here, but that's neither here nor there. Otherwise, the box is in really nice shape. Everything looks good. All right, it's busted open here. All right, we have our rule book. This is a 24-page rule book, so not too bad. Should be fairly easy to read through. And after a little trial and error, yeah, I should be able to get this game down no problem. It's got some decent sized print for reading. Some rule books, they just have some tiny letters, and even though I have good glasses, it's just annoying. But this is a good size. This is a very good size. All right, and we have a rules supplement here, the basic game rules. And we got cooperative game rules, Nightmare solo and cooperative play, and campaign mode. So we have different options here to play this, which is another thing I like, because it's not going to be repetitive. It's not going to be the same thing over and over again. So it's going to be nice. So it's going to be nice to have some different modes to play this in. All right, let's check out these boards here. Very nice. Take a look. On these, thickness is very good. And the tiles pop out very nicely. I'm just going to go ahead and pop these out. What do we got here? I'm sure everything means something, so we just have to look at the rules and find out what we got. Here's some of our monsters here. As you can see, we'll get a close-up on here. Very cool. I like the artwork. There's your exhausted side. All right, now these are what form your boundary where the tiles go in. Now there was a game mat. I was told by Mr. Parks that the game mats were out of print. They would be back in print next year. In the meantime, he mentioned to me that they were going to be, that the mat was going to be uploaded onto Board Game Geeks at some point. Now this is the only problem I have. Now you see this is drag here. Now it hasn't ripped the token, but there's a little bit of a drag right there on this corner and could have damaged the token. Unfortunately, it just damaged the sheet. So I would be careful with these guys. All right, let's take a look at the next one. These pop out just perfectly. There's no problem at all popping these tiles out or these corners here. There's some different monsters. Sorry about the camera. Let's take a look here. Ooh, all right. Zombie looking guy. And some more of the goblin-y looking guys. Now these I just might do backwards. I think it's a little better. Okay. Yeah, these are falling out really easy backwards. I think doing it the other way is a bit of an issue with the tearing there in the corner. There, see, perfect. Another tile here. Look at these. I don't know, I'm going to pop them all. I want to make sure we're okay here. Yep. As I said, very easy. And then the part of your board. So we got a little drag there. So yeah, in the most case, I think it would be more ideal to pop these from the back. And they're working out just fine that way. And we have a different guy here. Satyr. Cool, very nice art. Now I get that they couldn't do minis for, you know, everything, the monsters too. Here's your spiders. And that's okay. Using the chits are okay. All right, these are popping out okay, no problem. Now these I'm going to pop out. Yeah, see from the back, I think it's a better way. All right, we got here. I don't know what we have here. We'll figure it out. Okay, we have another board here with a tile. A Dungeon Alliance token. That looks like our characters. Gold, maybe. And a draft bonus chart. Popped out nicely. Tile. And these look like a lich. Maybe a white goblin. Got some hero markers here, I believe. These are all popping out okay. Looks like a lot of gold. Too bad it's not real. Now these tokens are okay for me. I know there's a lot of games that give you more, you know, the Kickstarters will give you metal coins and stuff like that, which, you know, kind of bump up the presentation of the game on the table. A lot of folks do a lot of stuff on Etsy. I'm sure if I pulled Etsy up, Dungeon Alliance on Etsy up, there'd be a bunch of stuff up there. Just like there is for X-Wing. Just like there is for X-Wing and Armada and a bunch of other games too. Now we have some more of the draft charts. There's our middle pieces for the game section. A couple of challenge tokens here. All popping out nicely. A lot of tokens. What do we got here? There's our, looks like a hellhound, but I'm sure it's something else, a warg maybe. Mentor, Leopold, Alexander, and Trapper's Plans. Tokens, some minus ones, those can't be good. Now these are popping out okay. Maybe it was just that one sheet. Got guild meeting and displacement. Got some number 5s. I think these are damage markers. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. And we got some more. A lot of boards in here. A lot of boards. Got your minus ones. Pop these out. Yeah, I think it does. I really think it pops out better. Sorry about that. From the back than it does from the front. Especially on these little guys. Look at that. Yeah, see? Because the cut is down. The cut is down this way, so you want to pop them this way. It's really the best. A lot of tokens here. We'll run out of space down here. Got a couple of pieces to the board. Yeah, some more hero. That one's just falling out. Some more monsters. Let's take a look. That's an ugly looking dude. Ooh, two-headed, what's it? E.T.
No, I'm just kidding. They're cool. I like the art though. There's some ugly bastards, but I love the art. Very cool. We got some 5. Looks like I guess these are damaged too. Damage tokens. All right, you can laugh or scream at me in the comments because I'm sure there's something else. Maybe I'm right. Okay. And we got some more. A lot of tiles in here. I don't mean to bore you guys with this, but I just love punching this stuff out. Whoops. Yeah, see? Look at that. Now we have a slight issue here with tearing. And you can see that this would easily have torn right along here. So I don't want to do that. You can see they're right along there. You can see the pressure there, and it's lifting. Like it didn't press hard enough right here. So we're going to have to just go in here a little bit to help it along. Just like that. There we go. Same over here. See that? It's going to tear right here. And we just got to give it a little help on there. And it did do some damage here because it wasn't pressed hard enough on there. Take a look. Now here I'm going to have to repair because of the way that it was cut. Just was not a hard enough press on there. See this hole? There's another one. And if I did it the other way, it would have torn more. Now I can do it this way, but see, now there it is. See, there's the tear. So you don't want to do it this way because that's where it was cut pressing that way. See, there's another one. This whole board here was not pressed correctly. Now I've got some damage on this one for sure. See that down there? See that? I'm going to have to cut this out as carefully as possible. And then this will have to be repaired. So I put that to the repair side. There's another one. And they're tearing. Is what they're doing. This one's over that corner maybe a little bit. But I'm just going to go ahead and give them a little helping hand here that wasn't pressed hard enough. You can see it too. Okay. All right. There we go. There again, see? Not pressing hard enough. It just didn't get cut through all the way. So this is why I like to punch all my stuff out, even on video, so you can know what you're getting into and be aware when something like this happens. Okay, now this was not a good board. Let's see about this one now. Yeah, this one. These tiles come out perfectly. And it looks like this one was fine as well. Yeah, these are all popping out, no problem now. We got a little drag right there. We go. Now take a look. You can see here, it's very easy, but right in there, especially here, you see it's still sealed. It's still solid. So once again, we got to give it a little helping hand here and make sure we get by those areas. See how it's, I don't know if you can see right here how it's picking up. See that? See that shadow right there? So we want to just light cut through there. There we go. Next piece. All right. Everything else is coming out okay. All right. Last one. Let's see how it can come out. Sometimes you can even see right there, right here, see? Right in there. And over here is a little bit. You just want to give it a little helping hand. And right there's another drag. You can see it. You can see here. See that? That's just dragging a little bit. All right, this one's out. XPs are popping out. Love all the tokens. Ooh, those are just falling out. They had a great cut on those tiles. Sorry about that. Okay. They did a great cut on these tiles because they're just falling right out. Nice stack of tiles. This is going to be really fun to go through. Okay. That's that. We've got our wood chips, which I'm not sure what they're for. But these are solid wood. Very cool. I like them better than plastic. I got all the different colors here. Nice wood chips. And we have some handy dandy plastic bags for all our little bits and pieces. Got a nice wooden die. That's nice to see. You know, I mean, the poly die are okay, but you know, I like a nice wooden die, a nice metal die. We got some Dungeon Alliance. Dungeon Alliance? It's like divider cards, perhaps. I don't know what they're for. I'm sure we'll find out. These, I guess, were in here. I kind of slipped out, but that's okay. No harm, no foul on that. We have 1, 2, 3 decks of cards. Okay, and I'm sure you can find some other videos that are going to go through all these. I'm not going to go through these, as I'm sure a lot of you already know what they are. But for those who don't, you can check it out. Okay, here is the minis. Let's take a look. There's some nice minis here. Let's take a look at the... These are good quality. I like the feel of them. Let me get back here behind the camera so we can take a look at that. See, he's got a nice facial expression there. You can catch the expression on it. He doesn't just look like a blob, as I'm sure are our heroes. Like that one, very nice, very nice. Good detail on the shield. Very, very cool. All right, so the other good thing about getting this mega bundle is it allows you, I mean, you get the painted minis, which we're going to unbox, but you also get unpainted ones. So if you want to paint them, you got it. You can have both. You can have both. They can cast a Vogue spell and change clothes in the middle of gameplay. There we go. Again, very nice. Good detail, good quality plastic. A little bit of, tiny bit of flashing on there. But otherwise, these are fine. These are really nice. Really good quality. I'm not going to, pay too much attention to these with you guys. And we've got, of course, the bits put on the basis so you know which group is which. Because my interest is in the paint ones. So let's put these back. Now, I'm definitely going to keep these. I'm not going to give them away. But my whole thing is the painted one. Okay, that's the main box. So we got that out of the way. Let's make a little room here. And we got a lot in this box. A lot of tokens, as you can see. I'm going to have to do everything. Now, I want to talk about, real quick again, as I've mentioned before in some other videos, we'll talk about the bits and pieces. Now, I like the fact that they did give plastic bags. I mean, that was very, very nice, very thoughtful. But I don't like plastic bags. So what I'll do, and this may not fit it. Actually, I bought this for another game at the moment, but I just want to give you an idea. I buy these at Hobby Lobby. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at hardware stores. You want to buy something bigger, a tool case with a handle if you want. But these I like better to put my bits and pieces in for the games. So, I mean, it might, yes and no, it does take up some space, and I'll show you when I do my game room on a budget tour to see the rest of my game room here. You'll see where I keep all my cases for my bits and pieces. They do take up a little bit of space, but it's not really significant. But I like them better, much better than the plastic bags. Because eventually, you know, these are going to split. Let's face facts. They're going to split, they're going to tear, and they're good for a little while, and then that's the end of it. So better to get one of these. You know, every time you buy, even if you buy a game a month, it's nothing, because you get one of these, go to Hobby Lobby, they got that 40% coupon. Boom. You got this thing for $3. So there's my little speech on storage. So let's get on to the next thing. We're going to open up the, well, I'll tell you what, let's go over here first. We're going to open up the Adventure Pack 1 and 2, which is The Lost Alliance and War in the Deep. Once again, by Andrew Parks. This is great. I really enjoy this boxing. I love the artwork on the tiles. Very immersive. Great. Show you where to put the monsters. Very cool. Tokens are cool. Pieces are cool. Didn't get the game mat. Kind of disappointed, but as you can see, you know, I'm a big fan of game mats. But that's okay. Let's get this opened up here. And see what we got inside. We got a ton of cards here. I mean, literally, Adventure Pack 1, and then underneath we have more tiles, which I'm not going to crack these open right now because I got so much on the table at the moment. As you can see, let's just tilt down here. You see I got all this stuff I got to put away already. So I'm not going to actually crack these open all the way. But we got some more nice tiles, additions. And we're going to, you know, pop all these open. And I can already see now I will obviously need to get a bigger box than one of these, you know, one of these small ones. I'll need something very big. So we'll see what we can find. We got to head over to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, and we'll take a look at what we can get. Okay, let's close that back up. So we got a ton of play here, which I like. And of course, this Adventure Pack 3 and 4. And these are all part of the stretch goals. Now, when you buy this bundle, this mega bundle, and it is a mega bundle, you get everything, the base set and all the stretch goals that were unlocked, including the miniatures. The only thing I'm really missing here is the game mat. But then I was told the price was dropped on the mega bundle due to the fact that they ran out of the game mats, and that's okay. Again, a ton more cards, more adventures. And we have more tiles here, more tokens. Very cool. More monsters. I like it. We got, of course, just like the other, we have a little bit of instructions to let us know what's going on in here. Love it. I like it. This is very cool. This is going to be really fun. Cards for days. Now, you may ask yourself, and me if you would actually talk to me, Mike, what are you going to do about all the cards? Well, we're going to see right now with the main box. We really can't fit anything here, okay? It looks like, to me, that what we have here, and now I know what those things are for, is we have dividers. Nope, I lied. Yeah, well, yes, they are dividers in a way. So we could pop that out and we could put our cards here. Okay, and then we have our dividers. We just can't put, you know, the name of exactly what is what, characters and adventures and monsters, blah, blah, blah. But this is exactly what that is for. So this pops out And this pops out. You know, and I don't even think you need to pop this out. I think this should be plenty. We have 3, 6, and whatever's 3, 6, and whatever's more. It looks like there's exactly enough room, maybe a little bit left over for all the cards in the base set. Okay, now that's the 2. Let's get this guy open. This is Dungeon Alliance Champions. This is the first expansion for the critically acclaimed Dungeon Alliance deck building miniatures adventure game. This expansion adds 4 new heroes complete with their hero cards, starting decks, and miniatures. This expansion also includes the Deep Dungeon Final Enemy Room that allows adventurers to venture into the dungeon's lowest depths and face the most powerful adversaries. Players can even confront the majestic Titan for the ultimate confrontation. Looking forward to that. Love the shrink wrap. Double shrink wrap opening day. Very cool. Okay, we have our cardboard tokens. Got a staircase on that one. And our new monsters or big bads or bosses, whatever. We have the big bottom of the dungeon tile, much larger than the others, as you can see. Got our player deck and our 4 miniatures. So once again, we got good, see them? Nice detail, nice facial detail. You can paint them up any way you want. Very cool. All right, so that's what we have here. Now let's open up the painted minis. Take a look. So these are all the minis that are in the base set and the 4 that are in the Champions. And here we are. Very nice. I like how all the minis, even the unpainted, have their own little home. So they're not just thrown in a bag like WizKids did. They just threw them all in a bag and there you go. And some of them are broken. So it's not, let's take a random guy out of here. This guy here that we saw before. Let me open this back up. There we go. We're going to take a look here. Here's his plain and unpainted, and here's his painted. So very cool for me because I don't like to paint, as I mentioned before. And to me, these are perfect. It's got a nice table presence, nice and clean. The paint job is clean. I like it. I'll do another comparison here. You find a bow girl here. Yeah, here we go. There we go. It's looking all right. Very nice, like the color. So these are great. These are perfect. I mean, they're not, like I said, these are not going to be Sarastro. So please do not buy these games expecting them to be Sarastro, because it's just not going to happen. Let's do a little comparison here to a WizKids mini. So here we have, this is the Thug Leader from Mad Mage, and this is your dwarf. I'm guessing this is a dwarf from this game. And you can see the paint jobs are comparable. All right. So they're looking nice. Okay. So we're doing a little side by side. We can show you the rest here. I'm just going to take out a couple more. This one I really like. This one's got some really nice coloring on it. I like that. They did the shield. They did the little skirt thing here. You could easily be a paladin in the D&D game. So there's other things you could use. You definitely use these minis for your heroes in Dungeons and Dragons. Nice. This could easily be a druid. No problem at all. Or a king. But they're nicely done. There's your brute or your fighter. A little Elvis there. Heck, you could even use him in any of the his nunchucks. You could easily use him in any of the, even the Arkham horror games as an investigator if you wanted to. So, multiple uses for the minis. I like it. Here's our, looks like a gnome. Here's our gnome wizard. Of course, in second edition, he would be an illusionist. Dungeons and Dragons, it is. So, very cool. Love the paint jobs. Love the facials. Love the detail on these things. Very nice. All right, guys. Well, we'll give you a quick overview again of these, as you can see. So, by all means, if this game interests you in any way, that you can see the quality is good. The components are great. I mean, there was a little snafu there on the tiles and breaking them out. So, if you buy this game, just be prepared to, you know, push them out from the back and keep an eye out so they don't tear on you. And hopefully that'll be straightened out with another printing. They just gotta, for some reason, that maybe it was just those couple of tiles, it just didn't set right in the, and it didn't press down hard enough to do anything. But this is an amazing bundle. I mean, you take a look here, you can see, yeah, okay, I'm doing some X-Wing over there. You can see that this is an amazing bundle for the price. $140, 155 shipped. You get a whole heck of a lot of game. And it is fantastic. And with the painted miniatures and everything, Gloomhaven can't even say that. So it's really, 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 really great. All right. That's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks to Quixotic Games and Andrew Parks. And thank you all for watching, and have a great day.